Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We are January 17th, and welcome to this week's energy healing session. So, we're going to hop right into it. Get yourself nice and cozy. Make sure the distractions are off, and so you can sit back and receive. This session is for you. This session is for you. So, we're going to bring in healthy Mm, healthy narcissism, healthy doses of narcissism. So, not that navel gazing that people do or that's been going around a little bit lately, like looking for all the problems or thinking that there's something wrong with you, but really taking those healthy steps to support you in your life. So, I'm in the gut and we need to dump guilt from doing the things that support you. That just throws everything off. That guilt and shame, and it's almost like a, you know, the visual that I'm seeing is someone in church and with their head low, like I'm not worthy. Now there's a burp already coming in there. So we've got to dump guilt and shame from the intestinal lining. It's really deep. And so this is affecting our gut brain. That guilt and shame throws off that discernment of the small intestines. It throws off the gut brain, which leads the way to yes, no, this is good for me. This helps me. It doesn't, or it does. Whew. So it's very heavy. Like I got punched in the gut, and it almost feels like my pelvic floor is kind of giving out. So we're also going to work with specifically for women, and for this one with um, a pelvic floor prolapse. It feels we need to help that pelvic floor come back up into the body so it doesn't feel like it's, giving the bottoms given out. And for the men, we'll work through a strengthening of the prostate. So if there's any, for those men, we're working within your prostate and also through that pelvic region. Or for the women who are listening to the session, is really helping to lift that pelvic floor so that bowl, that pelvic area, is the place where you collect good things. It's kind of like a bowl where nurturance can come in, that feminine energy, that nurturing. Feels like it's pouring out, going, I need to give this nurturing energy to other people. I cannot nurture myself first. So healthily, right? I'm not talking about being self-serving, manipulating to get what you want. I'm talking about doing those small things every day, a little bit. Doesn't have to be massive. A little bit, a little bit. I know I need to stretch. My body is stiff. Then I will stretch instead of going, oh no, I cannot, I couldn't possibly stretch right now. I've got work to do, and putting something else before taking care of yourself. Yes, that doesn't mean that you're going to stop taking care of the people that you love or your family, but it's dumping that guilt and shame from taking care of yourself, thinking that you need to take care of something other first. So Ram Dass said, the greatest thing that you can do for me is the only thing I can do for you is take care of me. The only thing you can do for how does it go? I'm all confused. The only thing I can do for you is take care of me. The only thing you could do for me is take care of you. Right? So we're bringing that consciousness back in. It's like, okay, back into this micro. First, it goes like this, right? When you're small, that microcosmic orbit. It's like you and your family, and then it goes out to the community, and then goes out into your, let's say, the neighborhood that you live in, and then it goes out into the state or the province that you're in, and then it goes out into your country, and then it goes out and spills over to the continent and then the world. Got a little bit of an inverse going on here within this gut brain, within this small intestinal lining. It's looking out there for things out there to change before you can do anything for yourself to change. Got to switch that around. It's actually, I take care of me, I take care of my family, Then I can connect with my community and support my community. Then I can support my nation in whatever way that means. And that spills out and affects the global, right? But we got everyone pointing fingers at somebody else. I can only take care of myself when my kids, when my loved ones, when my coworkers, when the guy down the street, when blah, 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 blah. They're good. There was a release there. So we're working and shifting that, right? Refocusing back into the microcosm in a healthy way. We're looking at that microcosmic orbit of your gut and your gut brain. And we're dumping guilt and shame from there from taking care of yourself. Oh, there's so many ways. Now I'm hearing all of the yeah buts. Yeah, but finances. Yeah, but time. Yeah, but family. Yeah, but, yeah, but. So you can think for yourself where you yeah, but yourself to taking care of yourself or doing those things that support and actually take care of you. So there's thousands, there's free resources, there's many other practitioners doing sessions like this. I can think of two. You can go on Facebook, you can go on Instagram, you can go on YouTube. There's tons of free energy work out there. You can do exchanges with people. You can reach out to practitioners, whoever it is, and go, look, I really need this, but I'm struggling in one way. Can we work something out? I guarantee you that if you take that step for yourself, most practitioners which in whatever way will help you. Well, if you go to your neighbor and say, I'm out of bread, I need to make a cake, I need to make something, you knock on their door and you ask for a cup of sugar, then if they have it, I'm sure most people will share that egg or that cup of sugar with you. It's happened to me many times where I've had someone knock on my door or I've gone to my neighbor and go, I'm missing one egg. Could I possibly? And so they share their egg and then I cut their grass for them. There's this beautiful reciprocity. This is beautiful communion, but it comes from asking and taking care of myself first in a healthy way. Okay. This is not about being so narcissistically entwined. It's about helping myself, doing what I need to do that supports me, and then that spills out into the community, and I can help someone out there, right? It's not just about me narcissistically, right? It's not just about that. It spills out. I take care of myself, and that love spills out. I'm not waiting for someone else to change. I'm taking the steps that I need to do to help myself. So whether that be exercising, massage, going to see your doctor and getting those blood tests that you've been putting off, taking a walk, spending time with friends. I'm just giving a bunch of examples here as we're moving through dumping the shame and guilt consciousness out of the gut brain, which usurps making good choices for yourself, right? Those healthy decisions. You want the gut brain going out into the world and making your choices for you. We don't want the mind involved. We don't want the mind. It's like the lunatics running the asylum is the mind, right? It won't stop. The mind won't stop. Thoughts won't stop, but you can. You can engage with your thoughts, or you can anchor yourself and say, thank you, mind, I'm doing something else right now. And then if that doesn't shift things, then you go out and look for a practitioner that can help with self-inquiry, that helps with anchoring the mind. Getting a look at really seeing what you're saying and how that mind, your life is being run by your mind. No, you run your own life, not your mind. So then we're doing a differentiation here. Got a mind and thoughts won't stop, but you do need an anchored, that logical brain to be working, that judgment to come in, a healthy judgment through discernment, right? We need good, healthy judgment. You pick up an apple and you look at it at the grocery store, judgment comes in and goes, this is not, it's got bruises, I'm not going to take it. We need a healthy judgment. There we go. Oh, we're in that pelvic diaphragm now. And we need to support that Wei Qi. So there's a few places where there's scarring to the Wei Qi through the diaphragms. So I'm seeing specifically right through that pelvic floor diaphragm. There's some, it's coming up as emotional scars through that pelvic floor diaphragm, that pelvic diaphragm. So we're going to dump active memories and improve the functioning. So there's scar tissues forming, there's rips within that pelvic diaphragm. It just feels like it's very heavy. So we're going to run hydration and active memory through that pelvic floor. What kind of active memory? Shame. So that goes hand in hand with the sacral chakra, which is 2 fingers down below the belly button. And so this is the womb, where for women, this is where the womb is, that this is also has to do with shame, guilt, and pleasure. Or we're going to dump that from the second chakra and also through that pelvic diaphragm. So we're going to link it to diaphragm, small intestine. So that starts to pour out. So synthesize and balance. And now we're going to go ahead and do a pelvic floor diaphragm repair. Also through the fascia, we'll do a fascial repair there and repair the Wei Qi and strengthen the Wei Qi. Great. Good, that feels I feel contained. I feel held within myself. Before I felt like I was a puddle and I was spilling out all over the place. Okay, so now I'm feeling contained. We're going to go into, this is linking into the nervous system. Now, everyone, it just feels like, oh, there's such pressure on my heart when I go into the nervous system, feeling hot. I need to take my sweater off. And there's so much pressure coming from the nervous system out through the front of the chest. Ooh, there's a big release there. And like I feel like I need to protect myself. So, we're going to do switching technique to the nervous system to bring it out of the sympathetic back into the parasympathetic, nice and relaxed nervous system. Then this is specifically for practitioners and people who have a sensitive system, right? A sensitive system, a sensitive nervous system. You can look that up online. I think it's, I'm so bad with names, Dr. Erin something or other. Anyway, she has a whole test that you can take to see if you fall into the category of a highly sensitive person. You can go and research that on Google for yourself. So we're going to help the Wei Qi around the nervous system, and then the Wei Qi over the skin. Feels like we need a little bit above a buffer here. So you can picture from about here, 3 inches or 4 inches over the head. And we're going to picture white light, golden flecks. Oh, that feels so good. Going, circling you. It's going down your face, on your head, down your throat, onto your shoulders, down the front body, the back body, like putting like water dripping all over you, this protective layer. And we're repairing the Wei Qi and any kind of rips, tears, openings, thinnings. We're repairing the Wei Qi to liver time. So this is protection. This is to protection. You don't want to go out there with, the Wei Qi protects you and it gives a buffer to the world. So you're not feeling so much pressure because, it'd be silly to say that you're not affected by the whole, but that doesn't mean you need to feel everything and collect it on you. So as we're doing a full body white light with gold specks, it's going to heal the Wei Qi repair the Wei Qi and also give a extra coating of protection. So from like an egg, 3 inches out around you, and it seals at the bottom of the soles of your feet, completely covering the soles of your feet. So encasing you in this bubble, and then it's also on your skin. I just relaxed. That feels really nice right there. All right, everyone, you can tap this in for yourself or lean back and receive as I tap this in. And I will see you all next week. Much love.